In a world where cars are getting quieter, smarter, and sometimes a little more digital, it's easy to forget what made us fall in love with driving in the first place. That feeling, that sound, that connection between driver and machine. But passion for cars, real human passion, still matters. And this is a perfect example of why. This is my Toyota MR2 Turbo, and there are no buttons or zips touching the bodywork. It's a second generation or Mark II model. It was never officially sold here in the UK. This one was built for the Japanese domestic market, the JDM version. It had to make the long trip from Japan to end up on British roads, which somehow makes it feel even more special. The MR2 was first launched back in 1984 as a lightweight, mid-engine sports car, Toyota's way of showing the world that fun didn't have to come with a Ferrari price tag. It evolved into the Mark II in 1989, gaining curves, power and confidence, with the turbo version packing around 240 horsepower depending on the spec. A proper driver's car, rear-wheel drive, turbocharged, mid-engine balance. It's a car that demands attention and rewards skill. Before we take it for a drive, let's do a quick practical check-in. It has a front boot, or frunk as they are sometimes called, just like a Boxster, though I personally think they should be called a fruit. 2 front seats, although mine has bucket seats because I originally bought this car as a cheap winter track day thrills car to keep me sane during the off-season. But I actually ended up spending so much time securing sponsorship in the off months to ensure I could even get on circuit for the next season. And now it's not really a cheap car. Anyway, that's why I have 2 bucket seats in here and FIA race harnesses, because driving around circuit with standard road seat belts is not very comfortable. There are no back seats, but space for storing a handbag or 2, plus some bananas, of course. Engine is here. It's turbocharged, as you already know, 2-litre petrol, 4-cylinder, and has 220 pound-foot of torque. It's teamed up with a 5-speed manual gearbox and shoves you to 60 in about 5.5 to 6 seconds. Again, dependent on spec, mods and wear. Here at the boot, it's not large, but hey, it is the second place to store luggage and such like. And let's face it, you don't buy one of these to ferry the family around, or maybe one child at a time who will grin from ear to ear just as much as you do. The first thing you notice when you're on the road is how low, small and arguably vulnerable you are in a sea of SUVs. But that soon fades as you crack on with enjoying this car. It's also from an era where manufacturers built cars for feel, not just figures. Although I might disagree with myself here, based on Toyota's recent Supra and upcoming Celica to be launched. I love how this Japanese manufacturer of fuel-efficient everyday cars of pioneering hybrid technology still has petrol heads in its veins. Back to the MR2. Was it bought for its tech? Not really. You bought it because it spoke to you through the steering, the throttle, the way the boost kicked in and made you grin like a child. And that's why I believe car passion still matters, even now, in a changing world. Because the future of motoring, electric, connected, sustainable, doesn't have to mean the end of passion. It's about evolution, not erasure. I love electric cars, the instant torque, the silence, the innovation, but I really love this. This is a reminder of where we came from, when engineers obsessed over weight distribution, not just software updates, when you could feel the turbo spool up and your heart rate matched it. For me, driving has always been about connection. The mechanical kind, yes, but also the emotional one. Cars like the MR2 remind us that enthusiasm for cars isn't shallow nostalgia. It's a celebration of creativity, engineering, and freedom. You can care about the planet and still love cars like this. It's about balance, not being perfect. And this car makes me feel alive. You can drive an EV, hybrid, SUV, push bike, public transport, whatever floats your boat during the week, and then take your 90s turbo out on a Sunday for sound and thrills, and to remind yourself why you ever loved driving in the first place. Passion and progress can coexist. In fact, they need each other. I have some of my best ideas while I'm driving this car. I had the idea to record this video, in fact. Was that a good idea? If we lose that love, that spark, we risk forgetting why mobility ever mattered, because cars are more than just transport. They're part of our culture, our memories, our milestones. I'll always celebrate what's next, but I'll never forget what came before. And if you ever get the chance to drive or even own something like this, don't just drive it, feel it. I know you will, because that's what passion is. And that's what will keep the car world alive no matter how much it changes.